there's always a lot of doubters when it comes to Xbox and Microsoft, and I can understand why. Microsoft has really kind of let people down over the years, but that doesn't mean that that's all they do. They also tend to deliver from time to time and, have some good ideas. I mean, listen, you don't get to be a multi-trillion-dollar company without doing some things right, and so obviously they were, going to manage to do, quite a few things differently and things in a way that makes sense. Does it always make sense to every fan or anything like that? Obviously not. But, we still start to see some good moves and some smart moves by Microsoft. And they're sort of paying off right now. And I think that's really kind of showcasing why Microsoft is Microsoft. So it's kind of crazy to think about that this has happened the way that it has. But, again, this is exactly why Microsoft is Microsoft, right? Like are they always going to be able to nail everything that they do? Probably not. But are they going to be able to do some things that really kind of get people excited about the platform? Sure. And listen, like not everybody that's an Xbox fan now is like my type of Xbox fan, right? Like I'm an Xbox fan, and when I say Xbox, I'm only talking about one thing, right? I'm not talking about a PC. I'm not talking about a phone. I'm not talking about a cloud. I'm talking about a console. It's an Xbox, right? That's the thing that I think people are just now starting to kind of understand about me and kind of grasp. That's the only thing Xbox I care about. I think as an organization, Microsoft is pretty horrendous, and I like the Xbox. And at various points in time, Xbox, Microsoft has been okay. When they have more of the actual gamer at the center of it, and understand that people that are spending money on your platform deserve exclusives and different perks and things like that. So I like that, to me means everything. But I want to go ahead and get into it before I ramble on too much longer. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews. Back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that. It helps out the channel. I do daily gaming content, and just so you know, that is something that not everybody does. And again, I'm super impressed that you guys are helping the channel grow and things like that. Please like the video, share it out, all that kind of good stuff. And I try to be informative and fun. So obviously a lot of us were kind of curious what Call of Duty will do, and I've talked about this in some other videos as well. But, it's kind of insane to see how many people are playing Xbox and, playing Call of Duty on Xbox, right? So a staggering 52% of Xbox Series X and S players launched Call of Duty Black Ops 6 the Monday after release, according to some analysts. This is absolutely bonkers engagement, and I'm sure, maybe this is making Xbox worthwhile for some people, At the very least, you see people kind of trying it out and things like that. So, again, we're starting to see some brilliant things come out, and this was a good idea. You get the biggest game, you're probably going to see some content and some bonus things come out where Xbox comes out on top. So it looks like the big bet on Black Ops 6 is paying off. According to this, an analyst has revealed that over half of active Xbox Series X and S players in the US have played the new first-person shooter right after launch. According to player engagement tracker from Circana, 19% of U.S. active Xbox Series players and 18% of U.S. active PlayStation 5 players launched Call of Duty Headquarters. Matt Piscatella says on Blue Sky, highlighting how many people were jumping into the Call of Duty ecosystem prior to Black Ops 6's launch on October 28th. 52% of active Xbox Series players and 34% of active PS5 players did so as well. Both were all-time highs for Call of Duty Headquarters. So, in other words, among every single person in the U.S. who turned on an Xbox Series console on Monday, over half of them played Call of Duty. Over half of all daily active players on the platform playing one game is absolutely bonkers engagement, according to Matt Piscatella. The previous record for the metric was 34% of Xbox Series players set on August 31st, 2024, and 27% of PS5 players set on September 7th. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty crazy numbers to say the least. That they've been able to kind of do this, and it really sort of helps pay off the idea that Xbox consoles are, here to stay. Again, I kind of mentioned this as well. They make so much through Activision that that realistically, it didn't really matter that they are kind of losing, so much, so many other places. To be honest with you, it allows them to continue to kind of toy around in the console space, and I think that's exactly what they're intending to do. Now, is this something that honestly will keep driving with Xbox? I don't know. We'll have to see. Xbox has its kind of own things going on, and it's definitely going to continue to be polarizing, I would assume. At the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to what the fans think, and if Microsoft can actually go out and deliver what they promise. And if they can deliver what they promise, then hey, that's even better. I think that's fantastic news for gamers everywhere. And to see this be able to be kind of the case, more than 50% played near launch, that's great. That's fantastic. It's a pretty big launch on all platforms. A lot of people weren't really sure how they expected the Xbox version specifically to be this popular, but like I said, Matt Piscatella is confirming that over half the users played the new Call of Duty games. That's millions of people, regardless of what you say. I mean, there's millions of Xbox Series X and S's sold in the US, and obviously they also went on to say that Game Pass very likely helped boost Call of Duty engagement on Series consoles as well, but given that the higher player numbers on other systems, it also hasn't appeared to significantly detract from engagement across other platforms. So if this is all as good as it seems, Microsoft will no doubt be delighted with Black Ops results so far. The Xbox owner obviously has already said that the latest Call of Duty has broken multiple records for the team, while the series has now published more than 500 million in sales all time. So that's pretty interesting to say the least. If you didn't know that, their earnings call, they actually touched on Black Ops 6 being the biggest launch in franchise history, and now they actually added some context. The Washington Post says that Call of Duty series has sold over 500 million units to date. Yes, Activision Blizzard provided the news to the outlet, making this one of the most successful gaming franchises in the history. The team's latest release, Black Ops 6, has pushed the series beyond the new 500 million sales milestone. This news comes despite the 2024 release being the first ever Call of Duty game to launch on Game Pass subscription day one. Game Pass access won't contribute to the new sales figures, of course, but that doesn't seem to have slowed things down much, especially given that Microsoft is selling the game on PlayStation as well, and probably future iterations on Nintendo platforms. So Call of Duty is an absolute juggernaut of a series, and now Microsoft is the main beneficiary of that success. It isn't just commercial either. Black Ops 6 is the best Call of Duty in a while. It's earned a lot of really good scores, mid-80s Metacritic, which is fantastic, especially given how bad Modern Warfare 3 fared through various different outlets and things like that. So hopefully they can continue to do some things that drive the engagement and help out. But again, I think it's really going to come down to if Microsoft can keep up the pace. It looks like they plan on keeping up the pace. It looks like they plan on keep on doing the Call of Duty thing that we know and love, and that should be something that everybody's kind of thankful for. So again, this is cool. That's a lot of people playing Call of Duty, folks. A lot of people, and at the end of the day, you can't really knock what they're doing, because that's actually making a lot of money, and a lot of people jumping into what Xbox have. Maybe they're just trying it out, seeing what's up, and I think that's really, really smart. That people are actually kind of jumping in and understanding what's going on. So yeah, really, really cool to see that happen. Like I said, Microsoft not stupid when it comes to everything. Again, this is just really, really great news. And again, I feel like Microsoft is on some right tracks with this. They may not be on every right track, but when it comes to stuff like this, it was smart because it funds everything else. That's the way it should be, and that's the way I thought it was going to be originally as well. I know I've kind of mentioned this multiple times, but you can't have a situation where you're losing out to everything to PlayStation and putting everything on PlayStation. You just can't do it. I'll link this in the description. How do you guys feel about this, though? Let me know. Rack them up. Fact them up, crap gamer them up, and I'll catch you next time. Are you guys enjoying Call of Duty Black Ops 6? If so, are you playing it on Xbox or PlayStation? Sound off down below. Rack them up. Crap gamer out.